Hey, what's up, people? Adam Hunter here. Listen, thank you for listening to another MMA Roasted Podcast. I got a great show today. I got Molly McCann, who is the first female to ever win in the UFC from England. How cool is that? That's history in the books right there. History. As well as Lisa Spangler, undefeated Invicta fighter, who is hilarious. And my man Hayder Hassan, who just picked up 2 wins, one over Pavel Kush, and is the Ultimate Fighter finalist. Great fighter, UFC veteran, just an all-around badass. It's a great show, and you're hearing it on Rockfin, because Rockfin, R-O-K-F-I-N, they hooked me up, okay? They're really paying content creators well enough that I can give you 4 or 5 podcasts a week. And if you enjoy it, give me a shout-out on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook and say, hey, thanks for all the special shows and the extra shows on Rockfin, R-O-K-F-I-N, and I'll retweet it and everything. And thank you guys. Thank you for your support, and I hope you enjoy the show.
Trap sonsen, trap sonsen, trap donsen, түүний сонсдог хөгжим дур булан даадаж дуулан дур булан мууруулаа.
Hey, is this Lisa Spangler?
Yes.
Hey, you're on the MMA Roasted Podcast. It's me, Adam Hunter. How are you doing?
I'm all right.
Just all right? What's going on?
I mean, I'm not bad.
Yeah, well, you're an undefeated fighter. You're kicking some butt. You're out in Portland. You got a big fight coming up in Invicta, right?
Yeah, June 7th.
June 7th. Wow, that's like in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Now, who are you fighting?
Katarina Lenner.
And what do you know about this woman?
I know she likes to box, and I know that she's 7-1.
Ooh. Wait, but you're 4-0. That's better. You know, she has a loss, you don't. So, and you like to box as well.
I do. Yeah, I usually try to keep it on my feet, but you know, it's a fight. It can go anywhere.
Now, I was watching your fights last night, and I was reading all about you. And, you know, it's funny because you came to my show in Portland, and I didn't know exactly who you were. And everyone's like, oh, that's Lisa Spangler. She's funny. You seem like the sweetest, nerdy girl that you would meet at some, coffee shop or something. Like a girl that would be, a bored girl that, likes to go home and, blog about life being terrible or something. And here you are, you're this badass fighter. How did this happen?
Well, I grew up doing a lot of contact sports. I played football for 10 years, and I also wrestled in high school.
Hold on. You played football for your high school?
Yeah, I played from the age of 8 to 18.
Wow. Were you the only girl on the team?
I was.
Wow. What position did you play?
I was a defensive end, and I was also a middle linebacker.
Jesus, those are the craziest positions. You hit everybody.
What's hilarious is I hated the ball coming towards me. It would scare me to catch a ball. I'd be scared of it hitting me in the face, but I wasn't scared of hitting people. Wow,
that's odd. Now, did your dad get you into contact sports? Is this something that you always wanted to do? Did anybody try to deter you from this?
No one really deterred me. I used to do flag football, but sometimes I would accidentally tackle people to get the flag. And I convinced my dad to let me do it.
And then what did your mom say?
Oh, she didn't care. She was totally into it.
That's awesome. Did you have older brothers?
No, I have a younger brother.
Wow. So you're just something that you're just into. You're I want to hit people. I want to play football. And then you wrestled in high school. What weight?
I wrestled at 145.
Wow, that's a tough weight class. And how did you do?
My senior year, I got 4th at state.
Now, is that with the guys and the girls, or just the girls?
No, just the girls.
Nice. That's still really good.
Yeah, the year I wrestled, there were actually a lot of girls competing.
Nice. That's awesome. Well,
That's really badass. I actually coach wrestling. I don't know if you know this, and I've had a lot of girls that I've coached over the years, and I find that I like coaching girls so much better than guys. I mean, if we were going to compare, just because they don't mess around, I don't have to say knock it off. They're not like give me the wedgies during the thing. The hardest part about coaching girls for me is they're too hard on themselves sometimes, where they want to get everything perfect, and if they don't get it perfect, they get frustrated. Was that your experience?
Sometimes, but I usually try to work through it.
Yeah, there you go. Now, did you have to wrestle mostly guys or mostly girls in high school?
I competed against girls, but during practice, I would wrestle against guys.
Nice. And then, did any guys ever get mad? Sometimes when I coach, a lot of times guys, they get like weirded out, like in like middle school, where they're like, I don't want to touch it. And I'm just like, listen, you're not doing her a favor. You're not doing a favor. You guys wrestle. I don't care what, I don't want to hear it. Did any guys ever like give you a hard time?
Well, I noticed in high school it's a lot more serious. Guys are less worried about that. They're more worried about just being beaten up by a girl than anything else.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, you're kicking some butt. And then I also read that you still work at Petland or Petco.
Oh, no, I don't actually. Oh. I don't have a job right now. I'm just fighting.
You got fired from Petco?
Yeah, I used to not sleep a lot.
You used to fall asleep during work?
No, I used to not get a lot of sleep. I'd have to work at 4 a.m. and I just could not fall asleep till 2 a.m. So that was my problem.
Yeah. You got to be a full-time fighter. In this game, I'm happy that you're fighting that good because I was concerned because I was like, listen, Petco can wait. Not that the pets aren't great, and who doesn't love pets? But it's serious business in there,
Mhm.
Good. Now I also, because I you know what, I was a little suspicious of you when I met you. You seemed very cool, very fun. I was like, there's something a little bit different about this person. And then I read that you're into Dungeons and Dragons and anime, and I was like, I knew it. Talk to me about that.
Well, my parents are big nerds. My whole family is actually. So I grew up playing D&D with my family.
That's pretty awesome. Are you good at it?
I mean, it depends on your dice, really. I mean,
yeah. An anime you're into also?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So, now who's this guy that I have to call? Is that your manager? You're the manager? Is he manager at Petco or your fighting manager?
No, he's my fighting manager.
Okay.
Also my fiance.
Whoa. All right, that's good. I like it. Seems like a nice guy. How long you guys
I like him. 4 years, 4.5 now, right?
He seems a little older. Is he 60? Like how old is this guy?
No, he's in his 40s.
He really is in his 40s? I thought that was like a joke. Oh, okay.
Oh,
wow.
No.
Okay, so all right, so he's your fiance, and now where did you meet him?
He's also my strength coach, so that's how I know him.
Yeah, the guy does look very strong. So he's your strength coach, and he's telling you to do push-ups and lift weights, and then you guys fell in love?
Yeah.
Wow, all right. And then do you guys have a date yet set for the marriage?
We're thinking July. It was going to be in June, but then I got a fight, so that's kind of taking priority.
Wait, July, like in 2 months?
Yeah.
But you don't know?
Yeah, I'm not the best at planning things. We're just trying to work it out.
I mean, isn't like a marriage a big deal, and you got to invite people and do a whole thing, a wedding? I had to there's a lot of planning involved. Yeah, I mean, we're trying not to get stressed out about it. I mean, it's supposed to be for us, not for everyone else. That's a good point. Are you guys gonna get married at a Renaissance fair or something, or? I mean, I tried to convince him to do a cosplay wedding with me once, but he said no. Is that because he's 40 and didn't know what cosplay was?
No, I mean, he knows what cosplay is. He just didn't know. I wanted to be like an elf. I was trying to convince him to.
Yeah, I think most guys aren't into the elf weddings, but I could, call me old.
Well, he was thinking of being an Urukai because he likes Lord of the Rings too.
I mean, come on, he's got Urukai. Although my little baby is really enjoying this conversation, by the way, just so you know. I hear her yelling. So, and I felt so bad today because I got up a little late and I didn't hear her crying, so I went back to bed. And she'd been up for like an hour in like her own poop. So I felt terrible, just so you know. I woke up with a very guilty conscience today, so I'm trying to make it up to her. All right, so now, do you want to have kids one day?
Yeah, eventually. After I'm done fighting, is the plan.
You don't have one due in August or something, and you're just gonna do it for you?
No. No, yeah,
right.
We agreed not to have kids until after I'm done fighting.
Okay. Now, you have a great camp, by the way. I love your camp. You got Ricky Simone fighting Uriah Faber, right?
Yeah. Well, I just heard about that, actually.
Yeah, he's fighting Faber. And then you got Austin Vanderford and Paige Van Zandt. Is Paige one of your main training partners?
Yeah, sometimes we'll roll together.
Now, you guys seem very different. She seems very, into, beauty. Not that you're not into beauty. You're obviously very beautiful, but she's very, into girly things, and you're into football and, cosplay. How do you guys get along?
I mean, we don't talk a lot, but she's cool, I guess. I train a lot with Liz Tracy.
Ooh, she's a good fighter. Liz Tracy's a good fighter. Nice. Mm-hmm. Nice.
Yeah,
and then,
she's pretty tough. I like her.
And then what happened with Chris Sunshine and your crew?
What do you mean?
Is he training with you?
Oh yeah, Chris still trains there, but he also has his own gym.
I like Chris Sunshine. That guy's pretty funny. Yeah, he's very funny. But your whole gym is hilarious between Chael, Sonnen, and Ricky Simone and Chris Sunshine and Austin Vanderford and Paige Van Zandt and you. I mean, what a bunch of characters at this gym, right?
Oh yeah, and Fabiano is pretty funny too.
Yeah, it seems very funny. And I also read in your free time you like to watch makeup tutorials and knit.
I like crocheting more than knitting, but
who are you? Where do they? Are you an alien or something? Did you is there something? What? You like crocheting and you're 23 years old? 24?
Yeah, I've actually been crocheting since I was 7. If you had met my family, you'd probably think that my mom is an alien, and my brother too.
You guys seem hilarious, though. So your mom was into crocheting, played football. You do makeup tutorials. That's your thing.
Yeah, I like doing makeup.
Okay. And then you worked at a Petco, and then you're also a fighter.
Yeah.
All right. You might be my favorite person of all time, by the way. just so you know, this is, and then you're engaged to a. Now, what do your parents think about you being engaged to a guy who's older than them?
I mean, they're not really cool with it, but it's not really up to them.
Is he older than them?
No.
Oh, so he didn't pick on your dad in high school or something, and he's now so because it seems like if he's in his 40s and you're 24, how old are your parents?
Oh, they're in their 50s.
Oh, okay.
And they're also from California. Mark was born in Portland.
Oh, okay. So what's that supposed to mean?
Well, they wouldn't have known each other in high school.
Oh, okay. Oh, literally. Okay, got it. I thought maybe they had different morals or something. Got it. Well, listen, so we're fighting. Now, it seemed like you're also very honest. At your last fight, you said you wanted to keep it on the feet because you weren't that confident on the ground. Or have you got more confident on the ground?
Well, I don't really like to talk about my game plan before fights.
Okay.
I'll just keep it to that.
Nice. Now, why don't you do cosplay when you come out to the octagon or the ring, whatever, the cage?
Honestly, it's just too much time and money and planning that I don't really have.
Or maybe you could bring out some dogs that need to be adopted from Petco. and then after your fight, you could put them all into the cage. Like, hey, listen, thanks. This is Milo. He's really good. He needs a family, or this is whatever. You don't think that would kind of get you some good attention?
Well, I mean, first I'd have to go find some dogs to do that with.
This is very true.
That also sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah, that does seem a lot of work. I'm just saying branding, because Lisa, you're a very entertaining person. I think that our fan base would love you if they knew all these things about you. We just have to figure out how to market this better, because you're kind of like a cool emo chick that also kicks ass, and there aren't that many people like you out there, right?
I mean, I'd like to think so.
Yeah, so we gotta talk to your husband / manager and get him on it, because I think we're sitting on a gold mine here. So, and plus you're undefeated. You're 4-0. That's awesome.
I think it's 3-0?
Yeah, I think it might be 2-0, but I'm saying 4. So we got to exaggerate here. It's all part of the marketing. All right. So Lisa is now. Where is this fight going to take place?
Kansas City, Kansas.
Kansas City, Kansas. Invicta on Fight Pass. Lisa Spangler. Where can people follow you?
I have a Facebook, Lisa Spangler. And in parentheses, it's Battle Angel. And then my Instagram is Battle Angel 1232.
Got it. Well, thank you for coming on the show. Good luck.
All right, thank you.
Keep kicking butt.
I'll try.
Bye, Lisa.
Bye.
My man, Hayder Hassan, how are you? My man, Hayder Hassan, how are you?
Hello?
Hello, is this Hayder?
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay, cool, bro. I got you, dude. Yeah, man, I'm good, bro. I'm in the car, man. How's everything, bro?
Everything is good. How are you doing?
Chilling, man. Just getting back, heading back to the crib from the little training session. And, yeah, man, hoping to get some fight news soon, man. I just signed some new management. And, yeah, man, God willing, bro, hoping to get some picked up real quick.
Now, you won your last 2 fights in under a minute. You I don't think people know this. You knocked out some guy in India in 20 seconds. Who was this guy?
He was actually, so my original opponent ended up pulling out, got hurt a couple days before the fight. It was an event put on by the Prince of Abu Dhabi. It was Team India versus Team United Arab Emirates. And my two previous fights were in Abu Dhabi and Dubai. So I got a fight in front of the Prince, and so they ended up contracting me to fight for his team. And it was a cool opportunity, man. They paid Mike Tyson to be the figurehead of the promotion. So he was actually sitting ringside, man. So when I knocked the dude out, I'm Arab, bro. So I went over to Mike Tyson. I was like, I'm the Arab Mike Tyson. And he was like, fuck yeah. He was loving it, man. So
that's awesome. You were like, I'm the Arab Mike Tyson?
I'm the Arab Mike Tyson, bro. Self-proclaimed, obviously, but
did you bite the guy's ear off afterwards or no?
Man, you know what, man? He's actually such a nice guy, dude. Actually, I told the guy before we fought, I was like, man, you got the same skin color as me, bro. I don't really like fighting the same guys that have the same skin color as me. But it's a game, dude. You got to do what you got to do, But he was a good dude, man. God bless him. It was his first fight coming down to 170. All his previous fights were at light heavyweight at 205.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, man, it was good to get in there and get in and get out.
Anytime. You only like knocking out white and black guys?
Man, I just, I'm trying to support my people, bro. You know what I'm saying? So,
got it.
So, anytime I can. That's why, my fighting overseas in the Middle East, I haven't had a fight any Arabs yet, so that's good, But, yeah, it was good, man. I fought, the Ukrainian, the number 1 ranked fighter from Ukraine before that. And,
is that Pavel Kush?
Yeah, Pavel.
He's a good fighter, that guy. That guy's like a legit. I think he was really big in ACB, right?
Yeah, man, he's got a big Sambo background. He's actually, after I fought him, the PFL called me for their tournament, and then they ended up signing the guy that I had just beat. They ended up signing Pavel, even though I just beat him. And his first fight in the tournament was versus Khabib's cousin or Khabib's brother, whoever. He was 18-0.
Yeah.
And, Pavel, caught him with a nasty uppercut and then choked him out. So the guy can scrap, man.
Now, why did the PFL look you over?
Because, man, what hurt me was my fight previously before that, I fought Roger Huerta, and I got disqualified versus Huerta for an illegal elbow to the back of the head. And because of that DQ, the matchmaker overlooked me, and since Pavel had like a bigger background and was like a Sambo champion, they signed Pavel. Yeah, it was BS, man, because if you watch the Huerta fight, I was up on all judges' cards until the elbow to the back of the head. It was hard, bro. You're in the heat of the moment. Like Huerta shot in for a takedown. My back was against the cage, and he rested his head next to my hip. So I fired like 5 quick elbows, and he got hurt with the initial elbow, so I went to put him away. And the last 2 elbows as he was going down, the last elbow cut the back of his head, and he had a gap.
Why wouldn't they just give you a warning?
That's what I thought. I thought if anything that would be a no contest, but in my opinion, Huerta kind of milked it a little bit. I mean, the cut was nasty.
Because he was losing anyway. He was like, screw it, I'll get a win.
Yeah, and there was a lot of blood, so it looked bad because of the blood that was there, but it is what it is. I mean, after that fight, he ended up fighting Betsy Henderson for the main event for Bellator, and then he fought Patricio. So I mean, yeah, he's paid his dues, man. He sometimes it's a fight game, bro. Shit goes that way, But yeah, I had a lot more respect for Huerta, man. But after that fight, he went online and called me a cheap fighter and all that, and I was like, dude,
one thing you're not a cheap fighter.
Yeah, after he said that, I was like, dude. Yeah, after he said that, I was like, bro, I was cool with you, and I'm not cool with you anymore, man. If we get a rematch, I want a rematch. But
you'll kill him. You'll kill him in the rematch. And now you've had a tough road. One of the guys you fought was Usman. Was your first UFC fight. Did you think that he would be good enough one day to beat Tyron Woodley the way he did?
Man, you know what, man? Not really. Going into the Usman fight, I think if I was just healthier, I would have done a lot better, man. But I just wasn't at my best physically. And to fight an athlete like Kamaru, you have to be on your A game. If you don't have your A game, and he's on, you're gonna have a rough night, And it wasn't my night. And but I remember watching Sugar Ray Leonard, and when he first lost to Hagler, he was like, I'll never call another fighter better than me. I have to fight them twice. If they beat me the second time, then they're a better fighter than me. And I know for a fact, when I'm healthy, I can beat anybody. And the mistakes, the knowledge I gained from that, I know for a fact if I get to fight Kamaru again, I know I'll handle business. So
I don't see why you wouldn't. I think you're being completely overlooked right now. And then I think you kind of got screwed because even the guy that you lost to, Jesse Taylor, got popped for supplements, and he's the guy that beat you on the house. It's almost like they could probably overturn that if they were to look into it.
Yeah, it's the fight game, bro. You see what happened with Yoel Romero. In the States, there's no FDA regulation for the supplement industry, man. So there's cross contamination and everything. I just read yesterday that Yoel Romero received a $27.5 million settlement. In his for the tinted supplement, So, you're definitely playing roulette, man. With some supplements that you take. Even Jesse, bro. Losing to Kamaru and losing to Jesse, I was able to learn how to fight all wrestlers. Kamaru is a wrestler that will stand with you until you punch him in the face. Once you punch him in the face, he's like, I'm not fighting anyone to grapple you. Jesse's a wrestler that will grapple you right from the start. He's not going to throw any punches. So, fighting both those guys, I learned my distance against those type of heavy, predominant grapplers. That's how I was able to beat Pavel, because I learned my distance and I destroyed Pavel, man. And That's only because I lost. So like, honestly, physically, mentally, like I'm ready to destroy. So whoever, whatever. I just heard that Jason Jackson was talking smack, saying that he wants to rematch me. So I told him let's go.
Who's that?
Remember Jason Jackson? He was talking a lot of smack in the Black Millions.
Oh yeah.
On the Ultimate Fighter. Dean Thomas just told me that he was talking smack about me the other day, and that he wants to do a rematch. And I'm like, dude, you don't want this smoke, but if he wants it, come and get it. So that's I'll take that fight all day.
Well, I didn't realize you were such a good wrestler in high school, because I only know you as a guy who just knocks everybody out.
Yeah, I mean, the team that I wrestled for in high school. Where did you go to high school? You're from Jersey.
I was in high school in Maine. I went to boarding school. I got sent away to like a military school, kind of.
Did you know Mike Brown?
Yes.
In Maine.
Yeah.
Are you guys are because he's a Maine boy. He went to an all boys school too.
Yeah.
School.
We actually talked about it. Yeah, he's a really good guy. I love Mike Brown.
Yeah, he's the best, man. It's a small world. But the school I went to, it's one of the top wrestling schools in the state. We haven't lost like a dual meet in I don't know how many years. But it's cool, man. That's why it's kind of where I got like my sprawl ball. I have a football background and my wrestling background, so I kind of like football low man wins. So that's how I always kind of just put the pressure. And guy gets deep, I get deeper, and then just open up. And that's kind of like my mindset. But if anything, man, like now, like I'm just at a point where I'm ready to fight anybody, and I have more of a chip on my shoulder than anything, just because in the UFC, man, I had 5 fights, 6 fights in 14 months. I was just weathered by the time I had my time to prove. And now that I'm healthy, it's God help whoever I fight, because I'm just in a no mercy mode right now.
I like this other, because normally I know like the happy-go-lucky, smiling, I'm a happy Hayder Hassan. This guy, I like this like evil Hayder Hassan. Just like,
yeah, bro. Right now, bro, I'm like a take no prisoners mentality, bro. I don't give a crap about anything anymore. Yeah, dude, no more smiles, bro. All business, dude.
All business. I like this guy.
Yeah.
Now, are you still training with like Colby Covington and those guys?
Yeah, bro. That's all my dudes, man. I've known Colby since day one, man, at the gym. Actually, I've known Colby since he first came to ATT for the tryouts, and they were, ATT used to just recruit jiu-jitsu guys, but then ATT was looking to step up their game, and they anytime we had wrestlers, they noticed how hard wrestlers just had to grind, that natural work ethic. So that's when ATT started just recruiting heavy wrestlers, and that's how we got Masad Bektik, that's how we got Colby, guys like that. It was just from them going out and recruiting, and yeah, man, those are my dudes, man. Colby's my boy. I'm not really a Trump supporter, but I support Colby.
Same here. Now, how's Colby looking? And is he gonna fight Usman? And how do you think that fight goes?
You know what, man? Anytime Colby's looking great, man. He's actually during the off period, he's had some good time to put some good size on him, and I think that's nothing but a positive. Anytime two wrestlers fight, a lot of times the wrestling will neutralize, and it's going to come down to who's the better striker. And I think on a credential level, Colby's has the higher credentials as far as wrestling. But in MMA, the distance is different. You're not starting from a wrestling standpoint. You're starting with hands, and I feel like the recipe's there for the perfect drama built up, everything built up. But I think I'm going to go with Colby, just because honestly, I feel like Kamaru Woodley was his first test to fight a wrestler, a strong wrestler that could punch. But Woodley had an off day. I really feel like that's what sucks, man. When we have an off day in our business, an off day in the office is very bad. Everyone sees it, But I really feel like on a different standard, I think Woodley would do a lot better, But in this business, sometimes you only get one shot, and but yeah, man, I think that. But I feel like Woodley and Colby is a fight that everyone wants to see. I mean, I feel like he's not gonna be able to take down Colby. If he does take him down, Colby's got fast pace, will pop back up, and it's just gonna turn into a slugfest, in my opinion. And whoever's the cleaner striker, they both get hit. So it's going to come down to like who's the cleaner striker and who wants it more.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch it. I think they should bring back The Ultimate Fighter and have those two coach.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely don't like each other, so it would have been the perfect emotions dynamics for the show. But also, like, man, what Cody and TJ hated each other. During that season, like we actually had to tell the coaches, like, yo guys, like chill out, man. This is getting like way too much. It got emotional to where we were like, dude, like chill out. Like anytime Cody saw TJ, he went after him. I mean, so many times to where point like we started feeling bad for TJ. We were like, dude, stop picking on him. Like, you're being a bully right now, bro. We didn't publicly say that, but we like pulled over your eye. I was like, listen, man, like you guys got to chill out, dude. This ain't cool. And the fights ended up going the way it did, but yeah, it made for good TV.
Did you see TJ taking Ipo in the locker room?
No, I didn't see that, man. I was actually like super surprised because he trains at altitude, so I didn't know why he would mess around with that, but actually I think he was training in California for these recent fights, so maybe he got used to training at altitude with like the unlimited cardio, and then he moved to Cali. So he was like, maybe he felt maybe he felt disadvantaged because he was, I don't know what was going on. He's such a phenomenal athlete. It
was weird, right?
Yeah, it was kind of discouraging for him to do that. I was surprised, man.
Now, are you training with Masvidal?
Yeah, man, George is my dude, bro. I've known George. Man, George has been my teammate for 9 years now, and he's just the best, bro. I couldn't have been more happier for him watching him bring heat, man, versus Till. But he's got a tough scrap coming up, man. What's his name can take a shot. He's got like one of the biggest heads I've ever seen. Ben Askren.
Yeah.
He's got the biggest. He's got for a head. It's like a super heavyweight head. He takes some shots, and I've never. I mean, that fight versus Robbie Lawler was like one of my. Anytime people ask me who do you want to fight, like I always say I like to fight like Robbie, and so when he slammed Askren, I thought that was it, and then he hit him with a shot, and he was out, and like the shot woke him back up. And,
yeah, that was crazy. I was there, and I'm a huge Askren fan. Not only Robbie, but Askren's like a personal friend. And I was like almost on the brink of tears. I was like, this might be the worst debut in the history. I've been championing for Askren for like 6 years to get to UFC, and he gets in. And if he would have got destroyed like that, Dana White, I don't care. I know Dana, but that would have been like, see, I bring these guys over, and this is what happens.
Yeah, he was. Dana White was just getting ready to give that "I told you so." But and in that sense, I was happy for Askren because Dana White gets to say "I told you so" too many times, and I don't want him to say "I told you so" for that.
Yeah, but it seems like lately, I mean, the PFL guys, it was 3 in a row last week. It was like Jeremy Kennedy, somebody like the Leech, some guy that I forget his name, and then Steven Fowler is the ex-UFC guy, and they got blitzed by these Dagestani guys. And then if you look at Sage Northcutt and Eddie Alvarez, there's a lot of these unknown guys over in Dagestan or whoever in Brazil that just, for some reason, are not in the UFC, that are just making the UFC guys look pretty bad right now.
Yeah, man, because honestly, bro, it's like, the sport touched an opportunity sport, and then okay, now you're like, all right, this is your shot to fight the guy with your name. So from the guy who has no name, he's like, all right, this is my time. I'm going in there. I'm not holding back. Screw your name. Everyone's gonna know my name after this. And I just think that's their mindset. And the Dagestanis, bro, they're tough as hell, dude. We have so many guys from Dagestan on our team. And I hear all their stories from where they're from. When it comes to the States, when it comes to South Florida, they don't have to look over their shoulders anymore. When they're at home, they're looking over their shoulders when they're walking. No matter. In Dagestan, you either become a cop, or and the cops don't get respected. Cops get their heads chopped off because they go into the wrong neighborhood, and or you join the mob, the mafia, and the mafia they end up guarding the political officials, and they end up having short lifespans too. Or you become a fighter. So it's it's a hard road, man. So for those guys when they come here and they're they can breathe and have a sense of ease, man. It's a hard life, man. So I feel respect all those guys, man.
Yeah, nothing but respect for those guys. And now I wonder how does it go with Colby and the Brazilians or the Dagestanis? Stuff that he says about Khabib or about Brazil. Did they ever get mad over it at ATT?
So like the Dagestanis, as long as they don't say anything about Colby ever said anything about Muslims, so the Dagestanis don't care, you know.
Right.
But if they said anything about like Muslims, then like, man, it'd be bad news, you know. You couldn't. It would be. Colby knows better than that, you know.
Right.
But the Brazilians, you know, we have so many guys from Brazil on our team: Fernando Santos, Amanda Nunes, Bigfoot. You know, those guys, their feelings were upset. They kind of gave,
it's like a sport, it's entertainment.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of gave Colby some shit, you know. But Colby was like, I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about you guys. You know?
I'm talking about the other Brazilians.
Yeah. So, like, it was one of those things, you know. But for sure, their feelings were hurt, man. Cause I get. It's a delicate subject, bro. You know, like, I saw, you know, I don't want to talk smack because Colby's my dude, you know. But
yeah, I get it. That's the only thing I like. I'm Colby's my dude also, but I'm like, bro, come on, man. Like, just like you don't like being generalized, you don't want to generalize a whole country based on the actions of a few. You know, that you can't do that.
Yeah, but like also for him, like he's doing what he's got to do in his mind to be known and to make money, you know, like.
Dude, it's so funny, man, because I had him on the podcast, like, I don't know, 5 years ago, and I was like, dude, Colby, I think you're one of the best guys in the UFC, but no one cares about you. You need a gimmick or you need something. I'm like, it's bullshit. Everyone's overlooking you. And then he creates a gimmick, and I'm like, hey, maybe you're going too far. So I guess you can't have both ways, right?
Yeah. And I think, you know, when I saw Colby after that whole thing went down, you know, he had a phenomenal fight with Damian Maia. I mean, Damian Maia's the bigger guy, and he had Damian Maia shooting on him. So I told him, like, dude, you made a bigger man shoot. You broke the bigger man. And just a phenomenal performance, you know. And after I saw him, and then he had a thing that he said, like, oh, Brazil. And then when I saw him after, he was just like, I got to do what I got to do to make money. But, you know, and I was like, well, all I was saying was congratulations, but I was a sick fight, you know. But he's already on the defensive, you know, just because of everything that he'd faced.
Yeah, it's like I'm kind of happy he's staying off social media right now because I see it too much. I see these guys, it's like they get the attention they want, but then they're not. It's like no one, you can't train for this kind of social media attention. And then they start arguing with fans and going back and forth, and I'm like, come on, man, you could be in the gym right now, learning a new technique or working on your cardio or you don't need to be doing this.
Yeah, for me, I prefer, like he does a lot of the postings with like the bitches and the hoes. I want more of that and less of like less of the Trump stuff. You know, that's what I told Colby. I'm like, yo, Colby, keep putting the bitches, keep throwing the titties up there. More of that, less of the fucking MAGA. And bro, you'll kill it, dude. Yeah,
I know.
There's a 37% approval rating, bro.
I'm holding my daughter right now, and I'm like, you better not ever be one of Colby's bitches when you get older. Okay. So
he's got a good flock right now, bro. He's got some great connections, man. You know, have you ever met Icy Mike?
Yeah.
Icy Mike was Kimbo's dude. God rest his soul. But Icy Mike runs like the Pornhub, all those studios, bro. So he's just got like the harem of bitches, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's the man. He's the guy to know.
Is he hooking you up with any of the bitches or
no? When in need, you know, when in need. It's one of those things where it goes without saying, you know.
Got it.
Yeah, it's a guy I will always appreciate and always show respect to. You know?
So do you want me to put a posting out like, hey, Bellator, PFL, whatever, my man Hayder's on a 2-fight win streak, two finishes in less than a minute. You know, UFC vet, Ultimate Fighter finale thing. He needs to fight.
Yeah, dude, and throw out. To be honest with you, man, I'd love to get something with ONE FC, man. They've been doing good, big things, man. And man, I'd love to go out there and make some noise with ONE FC. So yeah, dude, ONE FC, Bellator, whatever.
All right, you'll get to post it today. You'll get to post it today.
Dude, you're the man, bro. I appreciate that.
I got you. Well, listen, Hayder Hassan, keep fighting the good fight. Keep doing you, man. Thanks for coming to my show in Florida a couple weeks ago.
Oh, dude, it was so awesome, bro. I was just blown away, dude. You're so smart. You're so witty, charismatic, man. And honestly, like, I don't really leave the house when I'm not training. But my favorite thing to do is laugh. And something that can make me laugh is laughing keeps you young. And you're the man, dude. I have nothing but respect and admiration for you, bro. And you're the best, brother. Much love.
Right back at you, man. Cool. Well, I will talk to you soon. And take care. Have a great week.
Yeah, you're the best, bro. Have a great day, too, bro. Thanks for the time.
You too.
Bye.
Hello, mate.
Hey, talking to Molly McCann. How are you?
Good. I've just been watching BT Sports, watching some fights then.
Now, look at you, non-stop watching fights. It never ends.
I know. I just go upstairs, it's not loud.
So we're talking to the first female to ever win in the UFC from England.
From England?
That's amazing.
I know, it's good, isn't it?
You're in the history books.
I know. Who was this? Who I'm looking
This
at?
is my little daughter.
What's her name?
Her name is Violet. I'm trying to get her to become the second female to ever win. Well, it's not her name. So this is Molly. This is a great fighter right here. A great fighter. One of the best fighters in the history. You're probably the best British fighter in history, female, right?
Definitely English, I'd say, but JoJo Calderwood's British because she's Scottish, so I'd like to share the mantle with her.
Right. You got to share the mantle. And then you got an upcoming fight in Greenville, South Carolina.
Yep.
And what do you know about this girl?
KSW world champ. She looks tasty, to be honest, mate. She looks like she can have a go.
Yep. Hello?
Anyone like? Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I don't think she's fought anyone like me yet. Me and JoJo are two very different fighters. However, we still do keep going.
Yeah.
I'm smaller. I'm a little powerhouse, and she's
Connection.
Yeah. But I just think I've got more to give them.
I think this is better. I think the connection got a little rough, but I think it's better now. Hello? Connection was lost? Okay. Okay, this is better. All right, we're better. All right, so there's your opponent. What do you know about her?
Thai boxer. Apparently a really fucking good one. She's knocks people out. I don't think she's... And I think I'm better all round. I'm more all rounded now.
Let me make sure that maybe this connection. Maybe it's better in the other room. Hold on, let me check.
Yeah, I'll go in a different room as well.
All right. Let's see. Okay, here we go. See if this is better. Right by the modem, right here. This should be good. All right, I think we're better off here. All right. Oh, look at it, a lightsaber. Wow, I don't even know what. That's a little strange, but.
I'm at my nephew's. I'm babysitting my nephew.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe it was like a lesbian thing.
Definitely not. Not today, Adam.
Got it. Now your last fight. You know, a lot of people they have really bad blood, and there's like, I'm gonna kill you. They talk shit. At the end of the fight, they shake hands or they hug. You went the other way. You gave her the finger right when the bell rang.
Because I thought she was cheeky we went to touch gloves and then she grabbed my hair to try and need me to knock me out. And then when she didn't get the finish, it was just like, there's to you and your little cheating self. But after we left, I sat in the green room with her and in the hospital, and then the next day we was together, and it was all cool then. It was fine, but it was in the heat of the moment, and I'd been through so much since the loss against Gillian Robertson, that it was just like a build-up of emotion, and I just thought, nothing's taken this moment away from me, so...
Yeah. No, I kind of dug it. It's kind of annoying when they're like, I hate you, and then everyone's best friends. You're like, nah, man, this is legit. Now that loss, I read in an article you said when you lost, you didn't talk to anybody, family members. You're just a whole different person. Now, do you think that's a good idea to be like that, or did that really kind of?
In terms of, I still spoke to everyone, and I was me. I just didn't speak about the mental side and the depression and the anxiety, and I don't think that's the right way to go about it. It was about 6 months until I started talking about it, and then things started to get a little bit better. But I suppose it was the first real time I'd been beaten and I'd been finished, and it was in the hometown, and it was a lot to deal with. And you must know by now, I'm someone who wears the heart on the sleeve, so it was a tough place to be, and I think it really shaped me for that fight at London. And I think if I hadn't have gone through all of that, would I have been able to push through that injury? So everything for its reason, and I'm where I'm supposed to be right now.
Yeah, no, I actually, and also that's good though. That's actually, I mean, I used to take, when I wrestled in high school for I never had 1 million for the success you had, but I was, state champ, yada yada. But if I lost, I wouldn't leave my room. I felt like I let everybody down.
Yeah, and that was it. And you just haven't. At the end of the day, one person wins, one person loses, and it's always going to be that way. But when it's your whole world, mate, it hurts that bit more, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm happy that you're able to overcome that and that you realize that. Because I was the same way. I was like, man, because when everyone talks to you, I'm sure they first say, like, when's your next fight? Or who are you fighting next? Or blah, blah, blah,
and I just never knew when I was next going to fight. The UFC they kind of said to me, if you lose by submission again, then you're cut and we won't use you ever again. So that was kind of like a kick up the arse.
I think maybe you lost because you obviously have a lot of testosterone and you're like a hot chick, but Jillian was a lot hotter than the last one. You think maybe you were kind of distracted by her eyes and her face and everything, and that's why?
No, I think it was just a single leg takedown and the back take. That was it.
Okay, well, it wasn't like, oh my God, hey, what are you doing later? And then she tricked you and took you down.
No, nearly, but no.
No. Now, do you have a girlfriend?
Not at the minute.
No.
I've been on and off with someone for about 2.5 years. But not right now, no. Did you always know you liked girls, or did you kind of switch back and forth? No, it wasn't until I was 25. I was always with men, and then I was actually engaged to be married, and he was actually a really lovely guy, and then he just went a bit weird, and I went weird with him, and then I ended up going with my best mate, and then that was that.
Well, okay, and then you haven't been back, so like they said, you said once you go black, you don't come back. I guess it'll be once you
when I split up with my first girlfriend.
It was your first girlfriend?
Her name was called Ruth, and she said, when we split up, my mum said to me, can you just stick with women now, because your grandma's just about got a head round it. I was like, okay.
That's a cool mom. Yeah, I look, if this little baby's a lesbian, I'm all for it. I think I like no men being one of them. I think it might be better, but I don't know. I've had other girls tell me, I've had straight girls say that they tried being a lesbian, and that women were way more complicated than men.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of emotions, that's all. If you can handle someone's emotions, then my ex, Paige, is a professional athlete also, so it was just, if I was in fight camp and she was in season because she was a soccer player, it was just hard sometimes when we were both always tired. And the distance was hard. That's all it was, really.
Now, are you into more like, I don't know what the proper term is, but like butch lesbians or more lipstick lesbians?
What a conversation. I'm probably more into a girly girl.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, you seem like a girly girl too, though.
I mean, I haven't got a crew cut, but I suppose I'm a bit of a tomboy.
Well, I guess jumping over the cage afterwards and flying at the people, guys. I could maybe I could see that. I don't know. You're a very attractive woman.
Thank you.
No problem. So also, now your eye was so fucked.
Oh my God! Let's have a look at it now. Look, you see the scar?
Wow. Ooh.
That's all. It was a complete split on the eyelid, all the way there. But you know what? I just got cleared again today. The last clearance, I'm really good to go. The UFC's had me checked 5 times for this fight, so we're good.
Now, I also said that you, after the fight, I saw you in the locker room, and you were obviously kind of stressed out. I don't even know why they interviewed you afterwards. I think it's kind of if someone loses, it's let them have their space. But but you said, listen, I've won 30 and I lost 1. It's not bad. Now, where did the other 26 fights come from?
Boxing.
You're undefeated.
Sorry, I just meant as a combined record of all my fights.
Right. So why did you leave boxing?
My weight category didn't get added to the Olympic Games.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, but I used to play soccer and then boxing, and then you put them together and you've kind of got MMA.
Was it hard learning the ground game?
Yeah. Wrestling, not so much. Jiu-jitsu, my brain I didn't take to it very well. And then after the loss, I just done 100 days of jiu-jitsu. And then I fell in love with it, to be honest. And I really tried to submit Priscilla Cachoeira. Her arm, I just felt the ligaments pop off her arm. I felt the elbow hyperextend. I was like, it's in. I was saying to the ref, it's snapped. He's like, carry on. It was, she's a tough motherfucker, so.
Yeah. Well, the first round you almost had it. You looked like a Abu Dhabi specialist. I mean, you just went from
I know. What was it, ADCC trials?
Yeah. It was crazy. But you know what's funny? You're the second person I said that, when you got to a point where you're like, I'm going to tap black belts, and I'm not tapping to black belts in practice. And Phil Davis is the other person who said, I'm not tapping today. And then I went into jiu-jitsu practice, and I'm like, I'm not tapping today. And I blew my ACL out, that day. So I was like, fuck you, Phil. I'm not listening to this bullshit. Is it dangerous to say I'm not tapping? Isn't that kind of dangerous?
Obviously, if it was heel hook or something that would get me injured. I haven't got an ego when I roll, but I've always said the only way you'll beat me is by putting me to sleep, because I won't tap on I could nearly be going to sleep and their arm could burn out and then I could get out of the submission. Do you know what I mean? So it's just that last ditch attempt that I'm trying to hold on for. So if it was going to cause me an injury, I wouldn't be a dickhead, but I just hate submitting.
Well, got it. Okay, because I was like, wow, that's a dangerous game to play. Now, when you were a purple belt tapping black belts.
Yeah. Well, I was at Christmas. I rolled with a black belt and submitted them, and then that's when Paul, my coach, was like, "Right, you're ready now. You can have another fight in the UFC. You're not getting subs, and you're subbing the black belt, so you're good to go."
Now, what did the black belt? Was it a guy or a girl?
It was a girl. It was Rosie Sexton. She was the first English woman to fight in the UFC.
Yeah, she's a badass. I know. I know Rosie Sexton.
Yeah.
Now, what gym are you training out of right now?
Next Generation MMA.
Have you thought about going over to Conor McGregor's gym?
I've trained with Owen Roddy at SBG Charlestown with Liam McCall.
Yeah.
My gym is kind of where it's at. I'm safe from anything. They look after me well. My training partners push me to the point of breaking point sometimes. Not where I get hurt, but they're really, really good. And I only think I'd need to bring people in for fight camps. I wouldn't have to leave my gym. It's always evolving. It's not one of them gyms that's just I'm not like the show horse or the show pony or whatever it is. I'm just like an average Joe in there.
Got it. Is Luke Rockholder? I mean, Luke Barnett in your gym?
No. Where is he? I think he's in Spain.
I like that guy.
He's got some ears on him.
Oh. He does. I say he looked like Kim Winslow with a wig on. Kim would look like him with a wig on. Yeah, exactly.
In England, we would say the phrase, he's had a tough paper round.
Yeah, he has. That's a good point. He's a nice guy, though. What a nice guy. What a nice guy. I like all the guys from England. I really do.
Yeah, I don't think everyone has a nice way about them, or they're very opinionated, like our boy Darren Till, do you know what I mean?
Oh my God, yeah.
But deep down, he's not that bad.
Bisping's my favorite, though.
Bisping. After my last fight, he said Molly McCann is my new favourite fighter. I was like, yes.
That's awesome. Well, the way you fight, I mean, you don't fight, I hate to say it like most women, but you're a brawler. I mean, you go in there and it's like, I watched one of your fights where you just held the girl's head down and kept kneeing her. The girl had one fight, a girl had a single leg on you, and you did like a flying, jumping knee.
And then elbows.
That was unbelievable. That was awesome.
I watched Uriah Faber, like, I seen it when he broke his hands, and all he could do was elbow and knee, so I thought, I'll just copy him. I try to be not like everyone else, and I don't think when I'm in there I just react, so.
Well, listen, you're on your way. I can't wait till your fight. Now, when do you get to South Carolina?
The 16th of June. Where do you live?
I live in L.A.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I know, I love it, but I can't wait. It's a great card. It's a great card.
It is, yeah.
My baby really likes you, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can tell. She's very well, now she wants the phone, but.
Well, if I ever make it to LA, I'll have to come and babysit.
Oh, that would be great. I would love that. Teach her how to be a fighter. Yeah. She's pretty good. I take her to wrestling practice with me.
Oh, really?
Because I coach wrestling, and I keep her in like the sack or whatever. And she's always yelling at the kids. But then they're looking at her, and I'm trying to talk to them.
You.
And they're all smiling, and I'm like, why are they smiling? And I look down, and she's making faces at them. So, do you want to have kids one day?
100%. I want a tribe, me.
Nice.
I want like a soccer mum, like a van full of 5 kids, and I have to drop them at 5 different teams, and like I can imagine every Saturday morning I'd be like, oh my God, I haven't washed the kids' socks. They've got dirty. Like I can just imagine it now. Head spinning, all different football clubs, or boxing gyms, or wrestling clubs. I don't know. I can't wait.
I love it. Well, listen, Molly, thanks for being on the show.
No problem.
I can't wait for your fight, and good luck with everything.
Yeah. Cheers. See you later. Bye.
Say goodbye. Bye. 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 Okay, that was our show today. Thanks to my guests. Thank you, Hayder Hassan. Thank you, Lisa Spangler. Thank you, Molly McCann, for coming on the show. You guys are awesome. Thanks for listening, and make sure you support me on Rockfin, ROKFIN/Adam Hunter. Tell everyone about how much fun you're having, and I hope you guys enjoy your day. I hope you enjoy your lives. Hope I entertained you, and have a great week. Bye-bye.
Trap sonsen, trap donsen. Түүний сонсдог хөгжим дур булаа. Даадаш дуулан дур булаа мууруулаа.